All right, welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. As always, Sports Therapy is always brought to you by Crown Royal. This is a show where callers will get 2 minutes to rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. The number to call is always 940-329-4110. And as you can see, I am decked out in the standard uniform, augmented by the NFL hat and logo to signify that I am as neutral as Switzerland, and always rocking a cool beard. Some rules for the rule breakers. Keep in mind that sports therapy with FH Jr. is sports entertainment and entertainment only. We don't talk politics or race relations, or do we talk sexual orientation. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Democrats are doing, nor do I care what the Republicans are doing. Let me start by apologizing for my voice because I have been fighting the flu, but I am ready for the challenge. So occasionally I might sip on the good orange juice just to keep it real. Mm. Oh, that's good stuff. But let's segue into today's show. We are talking to the victor goes the spoils. To the victor goes the spoils. Division championships are on the line, and as of now, we have our Super Bowl teams. And those teams that will be squaring off in the Super Bowl are the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Because when you large and in charge, man, they call you chief. There were some good games, man. We started off with the Ravens versus the Chiefs. A little bit disappointed. I expected some of my Raven fans. Hope my boy Brandon from D1 Ignorant University gives a call. But did the Motor City Kitties blow it today? 17-point lead at halftime, and wow. I did met a good friend from Detroit, Detroit fan. I call him the Lion King. We might get a call from Chris the Lion King if he calls in, and I definitely want to hear what he has to say, because this was it was a little bit wild and woolly, but that's how we do it here. It was a little bit wild and woolly, but this is the division championships, man. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? I was I expected a little bit more out of the Ravens because now I didn't have a I didn't have a dog in the fight, but there was a part of me wanted to see the Ravens get to the Super Bowl. It'd been good. It would have been good because the Chiefs, they've been there, what, 4 times in the last 4 years. Chiefs, hell, they always at the Super Bowl. 49ers, this is their year to either get it done or look like they're on their way. Um, I did want to see the Detroit Lions squeak their way in. I was a little bit disappointed. It's just something about the Lions that you just want to see the Motor City Kitties get to the Super Bowl. And they came out like gangbusters. In fact, I don't know what happened. And you know what? As we look back over today's game, we might want to question the calling of the coach because for the Detroit Lions. Now, I'm old school, and I definitely believe in anytime you have the opportunity to put points on the board, you do it. But I know new school, everybody is really, really dependent a lot on analytics, and analytics say this, and then, I mean, there is no right or wrong, but at the end of the day, the Lions lost by 3 points, and they left 6 points on the field by not going for not kicking the field goal. So I don't know. Me, man, I'm old school. I would have kicked the field goal. I would have kicked that field goal and go up. But like I said, man, it is a new day in the USA. So I don't know. But all I know, we got the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. When you're large and in charge, they call you chief. I started off my day, and like I said, I've been fighting this thing called the flu. Um, you know how it is. You've ever had the flu? Oh man, it's a butt kicker. But at the end of the day, man, you got to play injured. So I'm playing injured today, man. I'm just trying to hang in and give the people what they want. But I started off with I went to B Dubs. Yes, I was at B Dubs. But I think I'm on the backside of the flu, to be honest with you. So I wasn't contagious. So for those who wonder, hey man, you got the flu, why you? But I I started off my day at B Dub, aka Buffalo Wild Wing. Went in, watched the first game. Man, it was wall to wall with friends and frenemies. Everybody now there were Chief fans all over the place, and now keep in mind I'm always coming from the Big D, always coming from the Big D, and the show's coming from the Big D. Excuse me, that's in Dallas, but we have a large followers of Chief fans, got large followers of Steeler fans, Who That Nation. Uh, you got some Redskins sprinkled here and there, but right now I'm gonna take a call, man. See what we got. Sports therapy.
S.H. Jr. It's the Ravens extraordinaire, Brandon Cooper, man.
What up, Coop? What up?
S.H. Jr. Can I have a moment to myself just to
This is
to
all.
to get
This,
can I get it all out, my
this
brother?
this is all you, brother.
Okay. Number one, I would like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Played a hell of a game. You earned it. And I hate the Niners just as much. So I hope the Kansas City Chiefs win it all. But now I'm going to switch into a different mode. S.H. Jr. Where should I begin?
Man, this is your
So
show.
so first off, first half, I don't understand what the defensive game plan was, but when you have a Hall of Fame tight end, you don't let him run across the middle of the field without getting jammed to the line of scrimmage. That's number one. Number two, why did we sign Dalvin Cook and we're not going to play him?
True.
Number three, this was a game where we had to open up the playbook, and the problem with the Ravens is we don't have a go-to play. The Chiefs were killing us because the Chiefs realized that we have a different style of team nowadays. We're not going to outscore you that much, but we're going to control the game. So the Chiefs were going across the middle, and this is why I say even in the nickel defense, the linebackers have to stay on the hash. They were killing us with the cross routes. They were killing us with Pacheco out the backfield getting them swing passes. We get on offense. We don't know how to run the ball. Lamar is getting the ball. And see, they making him think too much. See, today was when he needed to turn into 2019 Lamar. Run one read, and if it wasn't there, run. Why are we sitting here going through our progressions? He in the pocket thinking. So while he was doing that, the defense got there. Then let's get to I'm not Zay Flowers, you're a rookie, but
Woo.
okay. Okay. You fumbled at the goal line. That's one thing, but the personal foul, that's
Woo.
something that you can get rid of. I'm gonna just say it like this. I know tomorrow everybody's gonna kill the Lamar Jackson for losing this game. They're gonna blame it on him because Pat Mahomes didn't even play spectacular. He played an average game, but I know they're gonna blame Lamar. The one thing I hate as a competitor is you don't get this many chances to be great. You
No.
don't get this many chances that Lamar Jackson has this type of season. Next year, Deshaun Watson is healthy. Joe Burrow is healthy. Russ might go to Pittsburgh. You don't know what happens next year. What did Apollo Creed say to Rocky? There is no tomorrow. I'm like Lamar at that point. Hey man, you got to go back into Louisville mode. If the first option not open, run. I don't know what I just saw, but I also want to shout out. to the Ravens Flock Club of Dallas. We met at Boozy's Bar in Carrollton. We were about 200 deep, and we all shared the same pain.
Whoa.
So the crazy thing is, Lamar has to hold up another MVP trophy next week without a Super Bowl. But I just hate Lamar does everything he can to win. I don't want to blame the man. He Hammond, he tries his best. It's not your fault, Lamar. It's just it's we got out coached, and it was just a horrible time. Why we not drawing up plays to utilize our tight end? Why we not running the ball? We signed Dalvin Cook. He didn't play a single snap. But now Lamar has to get on the podium and get in front of everybody and explain because people. This is the problem. People assume Lamar's not good enough, and that's why we didn't win. So Lamar has to carry that burden. And I'm speechless. At this point, everybody and their mama been hitting on my phone. I said, man, at the end of the day, you can't disrespect Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna lie. Hammond, call me out if I'm wrong. FH Jr., Lamar Jackson is the best player in football right now. He giving it everything he got. I'd be damned if Lamar sit there and take the blame for all this. We can't keep doing that. Every year he's been in the league, he's took the blame for everything. No, Lamar could have played better. Okay, cool. But we saw he had to throw the ball and catch the ball himself.
Oh yeah, I saw that play. I saw that play.
So you mean to tell me if Lamar Jackson wasn't on a team like the Dallas Cowboys, they wouldn't be in the Super Bowl? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying the thing about Lamar Jackson is, man, I hate that tomorrow we're gonna see Stephen A. Smith, we're gonna see Shannon Sharp, and everybody get on that man. So I'm done with it, man. I'm chalking it up to the game. I'm not a sore loser. Hey, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. You earned that. You have a better ran organization. You have a better offensive defensive coordinator, and y'all executed better. So throw that out there. It's all on you, man.
Hey man, let me say this to you, my brother. Let me say this to you, my brother. I'm watching this game, right? And you remember I said Lamar Jackson had to hold back his ability to win a game by himself until he gets to the game that he needs to go full Superman. Lamar Jackson did not
Mm-hmm.
go full Superman today. Today is one of
He
those.
didn't.
Today is one of those games where you got to say, "I'm going to the Super Bowl, whether I go with the rest of my teammates or not." Hell, if I got to put y'all on my back and carry y'all, I'm gonna do it because this is my moment. And you know
Right.
that you ain't guaranteed that you'll even get another chance to go to the Super Bowl. And I don't care who they surround you with, i.e., Dan Marino. Dan Marino never went
Right.
back to the Super Bowl after that first time. And we all thought
But
Dan
we,
Marino.
we, we, we never hold that against him. We never
No,
hold that
no.
against
But we thought that even he thought, hey, this is the NFL. Oh hell,
him.
I'll be here every year. Spent his whole career trying to get back. But my point was, there were times when Lamar should have just took a quick read and ran.
All right, bro. You in there? I'm going, bro.
There were
Yes,
times
bro.
in the game, B, that I'm like, Lamar, run the ball. Now I understand they want you to stay in the pocket and try to be a passer, but there were times when he would run and he's like a yard from picking up the first, and he would stop short
Bro,
and throw the
but
ball.
here's the thing. When he took off on that QB power, I swore he could have scored.
Yes,
But he slowed up. But this is what they do to quarterbacks like Lamar. So now you have Lamar thinking too much.
but you
Let him go. Because I know y'all are in his helmet telling him, oh, look at this read, go through your progression. No. This was one of them games. If the first man not open, go.
That's one of those games where the coach you say, no, 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 Lamar. Okay, good run. Because you got to do what you got to do to get us to the
Facts.
Super Bowl. And I saw reluctancy. Now, there were the rookie Flowers. As you can see, um,
Uh,
and I'm old school, and I always say this, man. I could not coach in today's athletes. I couldn't do it. Not that they're bad or whatever. It's just a different times. But for Flowers to, because, and I wrote this down in my notes. I said Lamar drops back, throw a 50-yard bomb to Flowers. He runs it down to the 10-yard line, and then create a boneheaded play where he decides to get a unsportsmanlike penalty by standing up over the player and spinning the ball in front of him. Like, dude, you
like,
just,
bro, we all know you Moss Sneed, bro. Let it go.
yes, you hurt your team. And then the ball got, they counted 15 yards, so I think they put it on something like the 20. Okay, now I can't blame him for the effort to try to get it into the end zone. But the problem with that is that if it's you at the beginning of the bonehead play, and then when a natural turnover happens, it compounds and make people say, okay. Now on top of that, you're gonna go to the sideline and punch the bench with your hand, injuring yourself to the point to now, hell, they can't use you because you're hurt.
You talking about he cut his hand? Get your ass. Get off. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss on your platform. Get out of it. This is not what we need. It's not what we need because my God, and I don't know what it is. We keep drafting these short receivers from Florida. It was the same with Hollywood Brown. Flowers is a little bit better, but come on, man. What we doing out here at FH Junior?
Man, I don't know. I don't know,
I
bro.
I I don't know, and I just my phone been blowing up since the game. Not only am I a real Ravens fan, because I've been a fan since Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl in 2000. We were from Trent Dilfer to Kyle Bowler. We had Vinny Testaverde before Trent Dilfer. We had Trent Dilfer, Kyle Bowler. Then we went to Troy Smith. Don't know why we drafted an Ohio State quarterback. The only one that worked out was C.J. Stroud. Then we went to Joe Flex, and now we have Lamar. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what our defense was doing. I didn't see 11 hats to the ball. I saw a couple loafs on the defensive sheet. But I don't know what's going on. If you hear that noise in the background, somebody's brakes is not working. That's. But all our listeners, this is Dallas, Texas for you. The rims are better than the brakes, I guess. But Hammond knows what I'm talking about too. But man, I don't know what happened. But it's tough for us. I don't know where we could be better in the off season because we're going to choose at what, late 20s.
Yes, yes,
Also,
yes.
time out. I'm still on that Odell Beckham Jr. contract. We gave this man $15 million for 1 year. Stop.
1 year.
Stop.
And did you see the one play
Oh,
the one play he made? Did you see the one play that Odell Beckham Jr. made?
you mean the one play? You mean a couple plays? The ball hit him in the chest and he should have caught.
No. I mean, the one play where he's over on the sideline consoling Flowers after Flowers screwed up.
I was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but this wasn't a good game. We got to take that L. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I just don't know what more to say. My phone been blowing up, but at the end of the day, I hate Lamar Jackson has to take that L. But Lamar, keep being you. That's all I can say, man. Keep being you. Just learn, because Lamar Jackson has to be the quarterback that had the biggest learning curve, man. from he won his last MVP to this one. He's a better player, and I just hate because I see Lamar Jackson. I see myself in Lamar as a man that you work your butt off and you try to develop and become better in every area. But damn, you know what I mean? It's one of those things like I think as a culture we can understand Lamar. I can't understand Doug Williams or Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes. No offense to those three men, but Lamar represents like what we doing. You know what I mean? It's hard, man. And the nerve of teams last off season to say that he's not good enough to play quarterback for him and they would never offer him a max contract, including your team. I'm throwing that out there. I don't know whether they can go where the moon don't shine.
But now let me say this. I'm not blaming Lamar Jackson as much as I'm blaming the fact that you guys did not do what you did to get to this stage. You guys
Thank you.
did
Thank
not
you.
did not play the way you all played all year to get to this one big game to have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. It seemed like the coaches kind of got in their own heads and started overcoaching. Um, there was no running game, and you know damn well the Ravens are built on the
We
running game.
led the league in rushing yards per game.
No,
What
dude,
do
yeah,
we do? Why do we sign Dalvin Cook? Tough. Tough.
no running game. Um, didn't use the tight end at all. Just it was just no running game at all. And I'm gonna be honest with you, B. Y'all defense played good football. Y'all
It's like,
defense played good football. The offense just didn't come along.
mind you, y'all ain't gonna keep Patrick Mahomes. The defense. Hey, if y'all hear anything in the background, this is Niner fans arguing. You know what I mean? But we didn't let them score in the second half.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't the deep
What we doing?
in the way that they timed to bring T Sizzle out, which was that was great.
And bro, I need T Sizzle in the Bane mask in full uniform coming through that tunnel.
But it
I
wasn't.
need Ray in full uniform.
But it wasn't the
Now,
defense. B. It
now,
was offense. The offense. The
now,
court.
FH Junior, you know my mother.
Yes.
She's a great woman.
Yes. Good
My
friend of mine.
mom needs to give me grace on this one. I don't know what the hell happened. This is why I can't be a coach in high school football right now. Because at the age of 28, I'm too immersed in the game because I still think at this age I can. At our age, at 28, you can still think you can play in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my patience is not there. So like I've had many people ask me, hey, would you play defensive line? To you know what I mean? Everybody who's listening, I'm a Division I defensive lineman. I went to Dartmouth College. I had over 20 plus Division I offers. Don't get it twisted. But people want to ask me about that. I'm like, I can't coach right now because I'm too connected to the game. If that makes sense.
I got
When I see things wrong, I'm like, damn it, how come you can't do it? You know what I mean? Like
yes.
it's effort.
Yes. I wholeheartedly agree.
Because bro, you don't play next week. This is it, man.
You get one shot.
What you don't get this many, and all you OGs told us when we was young. Y'all used to always tell us, you don't get these opportunities to be great often.
Oh.
You have a couple opportunities in your life to be great. It don't happen like that, man. It don't. Not everybody's a Jordan, a LeBron, a Tiger, Serena Williams, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes. That's only five, six people I can name. Everybody else, it don't happen.
And see, the thing about it
You only
though
get there once.
is when you get to be like Lamar Jackson, you know
Yep.
that at some point you have to go and get yourself a Super Bowl ring. The hell what the coaches say. The hell at some point you got to say, you know what? I've got to go and kick that door down. And I didn't see that in Lamar today. I saw somebody trying to play. Um, I saw coaches who overcoached the game, and I saw Lamar wouldn't get out of his own head because instead of playing instinctively, which is what I thought he was going to do, to once you get to this game, I thought it was going to just be all he's going to play on all instinct. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means playing sound like football, I thought that's what, and you know that's what I thought he was going to do. But all of a sudden, man,
Exactly.
I saw the opposite, man. I saw just overthinking football. I saw he was just overthinking the game.
It's tough. But I think they took what makes Lamar special. I think the coaching staff, the pressure, everybody, they're trying to take that away from him. Lamar, we're not telling you, we're telling you to develop as a passer. But in crucial situations, if that first reason not there, get downhill, man.
And that's what he didn't do.
You run a 4-3.
And then there were
Only person that's probably faster than him is Tyreek Hill.
and there were times when he would break loose and still wouldn't just straight run. He would break out.
Because they programming him, man, and I hate that, man.
Man,
FH Junior, man, I'm sorry, man. This is just, and I think you feel me on this. Kansas City was not a better team than us.
no,
No, man. And you don't get these opportunities, man.
no, they were not
Damn
a
it,
better
man.
team, Doc. You all just did not play the way you have been playing all year. Y'all did not play the way you played all year. That's what got me. Well, you didn't dance with the girl that you brought to the prom. You didn't.
Hey, man, go after the one you like instead of the one. Go after the one that like you instead of the one you like.
They didn't, man.
Hey,
They didn't.
but FH Junior, man, I'm keep it at that right now, man.
All right, bro.
I'm not gonna say too much.
Hey, hey, man, get you one last shout in for what you do, brother. Let me get another call in here, man.
Hey, man, this is your boy Brandon Cooper, the Ravens extraordinaire. Follow the DFW Ravens Flock Facebook group. We do meet at Boozy's in Carrollton off Trinity Mills in Midway. Catch my boys and I. D1 Ignorant University podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Man, FA Junior, keep doing your thing. I'm going to review the film this week. Next week, we're going to talk it up.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
Hey, man, hey, pray for me, man.
I will. I know that feeling, bro.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, man.
Sports therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's going on, brother?
Homeboy Glenn, what say ye? Hey, man, let me say this to you.
Man, you got it.
Let me say this to you. Did the Detroit Lions choke or what?
Yes. Yes. And I think experience took over. Hello?
Yeah.
I think they did. I think they choked.
Well,
I sure do.
you know, when I tell people when you play the 49ers, I said it is the body shots. It is the body shots that they give you, and you have to be able to withstand those body shots. You know, the constant physicalness on you. And eventually, I think that's what happened to the Detroit Lions. But I will say this: anytime you're up 17 at halftime and you lose the game, I'm sorry, I got to blame that on the coach because he's got to coach that victory on in. He's got to come up with something, a scheme or something, because um, Detroit never would. They were never not able to move the ball, even when they. Now, let me ask you this question. And you know the new age offense coaches and all that. Everybody want to depend on analytics and all that crap. But I'm saying, if you think about it, they lost by 3, and they left a guaranteed 6 points on the field by refusing to kick those 2 field goals. What say you, homeboy Glenn? Homeboy Glenn.
Yes, sir.
What are you?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can hear you.
As I was saying, man, they lost by 3, but they left 6 guaranteed points on the field when the coach went for it on 4th instead of kicking the field goals.
That's what I don't understand, man. I don't understand the coaches sometimes. You know, but they choke, man. They had all the opportunity in the world. They let it get away, man. They choke.
Man, because I had a homeboy that was supposed to call in, man. He's from he's a Lion fan, man. I called him the Lion King, man. I thought my Lion King was gonna call in, man. We were kind of conversing back and forth during the game when they had this big old 17-point lead. I said, okay, my boy gonna call in. I gave him the number. Hey, man, hit me up, man, so we can. I said, win, lose, because you know how it is, man. Win or lose, let's call in and see what's up. But you know, and I'm sure, man, bruh, it had to be a major disappointment, man. Your team up 17 points, and you already making plans for them being in the Super Bowl, and they lose.
That's right, man.
Ooh.
That's bad. That's on coaching, too.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
That's on the coaching. That's on the coaching. Because they had them, man. And they let them get him. The great Dennis Green said they let him off the hook.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
they let him off the hook.
Cause man, I was watching that game. See, cause you know I'm neutral, but there's a part of me wanted to see the Detroit Lions get to the Super Bowl, mainly because they've never been. I wanted to see them get there, and I wanted to see the Ravens get to the Super Bowl. But you notice, um, let's talk about that Ravens game. And I just got off the phone with Brandon from D1 Ignorant University, and I was telling Brandon, I said, Lamar Jackson did not do or play the way that they've been playing all year. So this what gets me, man.
They sure
Sometimes
didn't.
you got to play the same way that you did when you got there, especially if you're a number 1 seed. Hell, it ain't for us to change. It's for them to change who's playing us. We the number 1 seed. Why are we coming in there trying to change what we do?
That's right. So they sure didn't look right.
No.
They didn't look nothing like they looked like a shell of themselves.
No. Lamar trying to pass the ball on obvious running plays. Sometimes, man, you got to just run and pick up the first down and keep the offense moving. I was like, man, what are you doing, man? And then you go ahead.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. They didn't look nothing like themselves today.
No, at all.
Like like they're trying to prove something to somebody.
Now let's don't take too. Now we can't take nothing away from the Kansas City Chiefs though, bro. Because when you're large and in charge, they call you chief, dog.
No, I tell people this. Patrick Mahomes, whether you like him or not, one of the best ever.
Yes.
He already.
Yes.
Whether you like him or not, that man one of the best. He might not win it this year. He one of the best quarterbacks to play the game.
You know what? I have to salute you on that. and agree wholeheartedly because that was just one play where Patrick Mahomes maneuvered, uh, kept the play alive for 10 seconds. Now, 10 seconds, that's like forever as far as a quarterback, because the average quarterback, when he takes a snap, you expect to have that ball out of your hand within 3 seconds. So, how do you cover a receiver if the quarterback got that much time? He got 10 seconds. You can't cover nobody for 10
That's
seconds.
right.
And
That's what I'm saying.
man, he is.
That's crazy.
I would just have to say it. He's the best. He's the best quarterback in the league
He's
right
the
now.
best, man.
He
Right now, man. I ain't say the best.
he's the best quarterback in the
He's the
league.
best quarterback right now.
Yeah,
And
and
it's not even close.
and Kelsey is the best tight end
That's right.
because they just
That's
came
right.
out and played their game.
Ain't there nobody stop him.
Nah, nah,
Ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
nah, nah, at all, at all.
They played a little bully ball at one time.
They did.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but at certain times they got to throw their weight around on Baltimore.
Yeah, and as I was telling Brandon, it was like Baltimore came out. They didn't run the ball, and Baltimore been a running team all year. So they decided tonight they're gonna go ahead and just let Lamar just slinging around. I was like, what are y'all doing? They signed Dalvin Cook.
That's what I'm saying.
Dalvin Cook, they signed him. I don't even think he dressed out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it, man. They like I say, Kansas City though. People like, hey man, they got to get Kansas City defense credit too though.
Yes.
They got an underrated, a hell of a defense.
You because if you saw the way their defense went about their business today, they kept Lamar right between those tackles, and then what they would not let him do, they would not let him step up into the pocket, and then they forced him to run to his right because he you know what I'm saying. It's like okay, and the problem was he was trying to still stick with I guess some game plan, which is well, I'm gonna show him that I'm not that I can pass the ball. Like, dude, take what they giving you, man. And I'll give you a good example. Did you see how Brock Purdy kept the game alive with his feet?
Yes.
That's what I expected Lamar to do, and, and,
That's right.
and he didn't. He didn't.
And he didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it.
It's like he played a different game.
A whole different game, man. A whole different
Yeah.
game. It
That
was,
is a different game.
I was shocked, bro.
But they Baltimore look like a shell of themselves today.
They just did not look like the same team.
Nah.
They didn't look like the same team at all.
No, they look nothing like themselves. But hopefully next year they gonna be back though. Because they still got a lot of weapons.
Well, this is what I
They
tell
didn't use them right today though.
this is what I tell people. You remember earlier I said there are 4 teams that window is open for them to either get it done or it's not gonna happen. And I said the 49ers, the Ravens, Kansas City, and the Cowboys. I said they because when you start to get all those good players, you see you're not gonna stay good forever. And when you are good in that small little old 3 to 4 year span, there's some other teams that's gonna be good at the same time. So nobody's gonna give you a Super Bowl. Nobody's gonna just roll over and let you get to the Super Bowl. When you get to the division game, man, you gotta go in and take what you need. And only team, the 49ers, They went and they decided, you know what? We're gonna take what we need. They went in and said, you know what? We're going to the Super Bowl. Same with Kansas City.
That's right.
It's almost like in
That's right.
it's almost like in basketball when Jordan was coming up. Okay, um, there was some teams that were good when the Bulls were winning. They just didn't get it done. Karl Malone, and his team in Stockton. But guess what? They couldn't get past Jordan. And they were good. Um,
They
the, the,
were
the,
good.
the, the,
That's
the,
right.
the Trailblazers had a good squad, but at what? Same time when Jordan and the Bulls was doing their thing, at some point, yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get it done, bro. And they didn't get it done, man. They did not.
No, it's like I say, Lamar Jackson got to learn it. Went through a learning curve today. Hopefully he'll be back, which I think he will.
But see,
But they just
but Lamar ain't on spring chicken now. What Lamar about? He getting close to 30.
no, he's younger. He's about a year or two younger than Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, what he about 27? 27, 28?
And Lamar Jackson didn't. Yeah, Lamar Jackson about 27. Yeah,
Okay.
and hopefully I want to see him win one.
But the
He
thing,
deserves one. He's a hell of a player.
hey, dog. They don't give you a Super Bowl ring just because you deserve it, bro. There's a lot of jokers in the league deserve it. At some point,
That's right.
you got to get it done because I'll tell you a team that's going to be back, and they're going to be back a lot stronger. It's going to be them Detroit Lions. They're going to learn from the mistakes that they made, and that's a team you're going to have to reckon with.
Sure is.
You got to reckon with
Hey, it's going to be tough for a long time to
Yes.
come.
Yes, they young, and you got Green Bay got a little young squad. They coming up, and sooner or later, if Atlanta ever get somebody in there to coach them with all the talent that they have, like I said, man, you got a lot of young teams coming up to take these teams' spot who been in the spotlight for that moment, man. That's when I say you don't always stay on top of the hill. When you there, you got to get it done or get out the way. Get it done or get out the way.
That's true.
Get it done or
That's
get out the way.
true.
Now,
That's right.
watching them 49ers, as you can see, man, that team goes the way Deebo Samuels goes. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, they got Ayuk and they got Kittles and all those. But the straw that stirs the drink that sets the tone is Deebo. Did you know in the second half, they start going straight to Deebo Samuels. And then all of a sudden,
Sure did.
Detroit didn't want to hit him. They didn't want to hit him.
No, because it runs so physical.
Yes. But
It runs so physical, man.
But that game turned on that fumble. That fumble when Detroit fumbled the ball on their own 20-yard line, that was when all of a sudden I think they panicked.
Everything changed.
Yes. I was like, man,
I think everything changed.
what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I knew this didn't call. Getting back to the Ravens and Chiefs game,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't call the Ravens to lose the game or what no. But I thought the Ravens got a couple of bad spots on that football. You know, when the referee that one dude caught the ball, they gave him a bad spot, and they went for it on fourth down. They didn't get it.
Oh yeah. Because
Man, I think that was kind of a bad spot though.
but truth be told, now you know the league, if I had to say it, it's just me saying it's just my opinion. I think as far as the game that the nation probably would rather be what they got, which is the 49ers against Kansas City, because you got Mahomes and then you got the 49ers and all that. But because at the end of the day, you're really talking about which team has the biggest market, and that is what it is. But yeah, there was some poor play calling, some controversial calls, but you got to factor all that in when you go and play. That's why.
Oh yeah, all that go, everything go.
Yeah, that's why to me, Lamar Jackson just did not come and play the way I thought he was gonna play. He didn't play like he been playing all year. I know they trying to,
Sure didn't.
it's like the whole team didn't play like they didn't run the ball. Um, and then you had your youngster Flowers, man. I don't know what the hell he did, man. It's like finally, um, the Ravens started to get it together at the beginning of the third quarter. There was a busted play. Flowers was open. Lamar throws him about a 50-yard bomb. He runs the ball down to the 10, maybe 5-yard line, man. And then he decided to get a unsportsmanlike penalty by spinning the ball in the face of the defensive back. And then that ended up being a 15-yard penalty. Moved the ball back to like the 20-yard line. And they give it to him again, and he's on his way to a touchdown, and fumbled the ball in the end zone, and you come away with nothing.
So like I said, man, it just man, Baltimore didn't play right today though.
No.
They didn't play. They looked different than any. Nothing like they look like a shell of themselves today.
It was like the coaches came in with this game plan that was totally different the way they normally play. It's like the coaches got together and said, "Well, this is what we're gonna do. This gets us the." It's almost like they overcoached the game. They got away from their game plan. It's like I just didn't see Raven football at all.
No, not at all. Not today.
Now,
No, not at all.
as I was telling Brandon, I said their defense played all right because anytime you hold a team to 17 points, you can't blame it on the defense.
No. No, you can't blame that on the defense.
Especially a team like Kansas City.
That's true.
You holding Patrick Mahomes to 17 points? Oh man, come on, man.
That's right. Well, I tell you one thing, that Chief impressed me with their defense too, though.
They are a more of a defensive team this year than they are offensive team. And I know that sounds crazy, but they actually are.
No, it's not.
Because
they're defensive minded this year.
Yes. They really and truly are. They are a defensive team. Because in the past, they relied on Patrick Mahomes to just, outscore you and
right.
and you know what I'm saying? But for them, because for the Ravens to lose 17-10, I mean, your defense holding Kansas City to 17 points. To me, that was just man, I had to blame that whole thing on the coaching staff. Now, I also have to say, hey, Lamar Jackson, you're making almost $50-60 million a year, bruh. To me, playmakers gotta make plays. When a big game, you gotta make plays, dog. You can't be average.
That's right, man.
You don't get paid to be average.
That's right.
Playmakers gotta make plays.
Big time players step up in big time games.
Yes. When you are the face of the team or the face of the franchise, you got to make plays, man. Even when you lose, people got to walk away saying, "Hey, we lost, but you know what? My man balled out. My man was balling." Because there was nothing significant in this game today that you can say, "Wow, Lamar did this." Lamar Jackson did a 70-yard run for a touchdown. You don't see any of that.
When you look at Patrick Mahomes, he started off slinging that ball.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He started off hard. I said, oh, man. I said, if they don't slow him down, they're going to be in for a long day, in which they were.
Yeah, but like I said, though, man, they anytime you hold Kansas City to 17 points, that means you didn't bring your offense.
That's true. No, that's right, because the Baltimore defense did their part.
Because think about it now. Baltimore, they mud stumped a lot of people this year.
That's right.
They mud stomped the 49ers. They mud stomped a lot of people, man. The Eagles. And they just didn't get it done today, bro.
They just didn't get it. That's right. Not today. But they didn't. They look like a shell of themselves. Like they made a whole. Like they changed the whole offensive game plan during the week.
Mm-hmm. So who you got going forward?
Well, man, it's tough. But man, they got to play the Chiefs, man.
You going with the Chiefs? I'm gonna go. Yeah. Oh man, my heart is telling me. My head is telling me that the Chiefs gonna win, but my heart is telling me that the 49ers gonna get it done. So I'm gonna roll with the 49ers today.
I tell you what, Patrick Mahomes winning this year. He's one of the best of all time. It don't make no difference. We don't never win another Super Bowl.
If he wins this year, that'll give him what, 3?
Yes, and he will be one of the best of all. I mean, he put him right there with Brady. He just won't be as many, but he's right there.
Yeah, that'll give him 3. Yeah, 3.
So he went on the road. He traveled and got this one.
And he would have earned all that. Oh, you know they're going to turn around and give him an extension on that $500 million contract he got.
Right, man.
He might end up being the first quarterback, man, to actually make $1 billion playing quarterback. Because, you know, they're going to have to get him.
Right, man.
He's young enough where they're going to have to sign him for another extension or something, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to have a boatload of money, man.
A boatload of money. I ain't mad at him.
A boatload of money.
I ain't mad at him.
No, me neither, man.
I ain't mad at him, homeboy Glenn. But you know.
No, sir.
But you know, either way, it should be a good game. You know what I'm saying? If Kansas City comes out and wins the Super Bowl, I won't be disappointed. If the 49ers lose, I won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It would have been cool to watch the Detroit Lions get there. They may be a year away, who knows? But like I said, I was telling Brandon, I said, man, Dan Marino, remember, he went to the Super Bowl his rookie year? And he thought, man, this is what it's gonna be. Never got back.
Well, Dan Marino?
Yeah.
Dan Marino didn't go for one time.
Yeah, what I'm saying, but he went early. Easy.
Yeah, he didn't go. He went in first year.
Yes.
He went in first 7 years. That was it.
Yeah, and he never went back again. He had all the stats and all that. So just because we think, okay, man, they so now they got next year. You ain't guaranteed you gonna ever get back, bro.
Never get back there.
And Marino had some good teams. He had some good teams. It just didn't fall his way. So
that's right.
There's a good chance.
All they have to do is look at.
Yep.
He's exactly right, because Marino, and that's not to say Marino was a bad quarterback.
No, he wasn't.
One of the best ever.
He wasn't.
One of the best ever.
It's just that you're just not guaranteed, whether you deserve it or not, you ain't guaranteed you're going to get to the Super Bowl. A lot of things have to fall in place. You have to have good coaching. You got to have good teammates. You got to be able, everything got to be in place. The chemistry got to be good. You got to have a good defense. You have to have a whole lot of things, man. And even you know, it's just how it go. And you can have a bad game like Lamar. You had all this going, but today was a really bad time for him to have a bad game. Because he had a bad game. Now, we may not want to admit it, but Lamar Jackson had a bad game today.
He had a bad game.
He had a bad game.
He just picked the wrong time to have it.
Yep.
He picked the wrong time.
Wrong time to have a bad game, bro.
Yeah, because, like you said, the NFL, you don't get too many opportunities.
No, sir.
Yeah. Better take advantage of the one when you first get it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, homeboy Glenn, it's been real, my brother.
Yes, sir.
It is time to wrap it and cap it, bro. Appreciate you calling. And you say you got them Chiefs. I think I'm gonna roll with the 49ers,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
You about to hear the sound of my
All
music,
right.
brother. Here we go. All right, it is time to bring the big top to an end. On behalf of all those who allow me to be me, this is Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. I'd like to thank Brandon from D1 Ignorant University. I'd like to thank my homeboy Glenn for calling in. I'd like to thank all those in the Metroplex, the country kidneys down in Arkansas, Louisiana, and in the SIP. And most of all, I'd like to thank you. And as all the alumni and students at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, better known as the Yard. You know what I say on the Yard? Always stay golden, baby. And we will see you next week. This has been Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Goodbye, everybody.